I think that's how you come to the answer of who you are. Like, what does your trauma, what does your past, what does your hurt,
Yep.
how has that impacted you in how you move now? Are you the hero or are you the villain? What's up? Welcome to the second season, the Kings Experience. It's been a while, fellas. How y'all been?
What's going on, man? Welcome back.
Yeah,
Feel good to be back.
As always, man, we got my man AB, Jeff in the building. He's just
boy.
Jeff this year.
Oh boy.
No more Jizzle. He's retired.
Just keep it classy.
Absolutely. Before we get started, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and then by the end of this thing, y'all should be hitting that like button as well. You know. We talked about the Kings Experience, and AB, you said something off camera downstairs, and I don't think we ever went over this last year.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the Kings Experience?
I think it's a multitude of things. You know, every day, like you said, we have different bodies, we have different minds and everything else. So my experience is always going to be different than somebody else's on some level. I think the Kings Experience is growth. Is, you know, you start off as a prince, and once you get the age of king, then you go into the kinghood, and you find your kingdom, and you find the like kings that you're gonna spend time with, and that brings on your queen and everything else. I think that it's to me the experience is just fast.
But like you said, like a prince, man, you don't just given that title. You gotta earn it.
You gotta earn that crown.
Mm-hmm.
Not all princes become kings.
That's a good point.
Some generals become kings too. You know what I'm saying? And with a king's experience, if I'm trying to see what keeps my throne, you know, growing or shining or whatever, you know, I had to learn from my experiences. And I feel like a lot of people, they may go through stuff, but
They don't learn from it.
you don't learn from it.
Okay.
You
I
know
agree
what I'm
with that.
saying? It could be a comfort thing. It could be, you know, that big of a lesson, whatever, you know, but, you know, developing, you know, to a king, you know what I'm saying? You got to definitely take in the good with the bad and also be willing to learn, not only learn, but willing to accept new things to help you grow. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, you got to be open to it, man. I think it's difficult to be open to change because change is scary. You know what I'm saying? It is scary to do something different. It's scary because of the unknown. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone. It's easy to stay or keep the kingdom the same as it's been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You keep repeating the same habits or whatever because you know we know what the outcome is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the safe space. But you never grow staying in the comfort zone.
Agreed.
You know, you said a minute ago, Jeff, about your circle and the people that you bring around. And I think that's very true with how successful your kingdom can be, because the people around you is going to be that's your knight's court. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. And if you got clowns trying to play knights, you in for a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
The jester.
Exactly.
All that.
You know.
Yeah.
So speak on that a bit. I think y'all was talking a little bit about that earlier too, about the importance of having the right people and creating that circle of potential success.
So I'm gonna throw it
Yeah,
to
it's
King
definitely it could be definitely challenging, you know, and like you said, that's probably one of my biggest fears of just letting people in, you know. I got walls built up.
Yeah.
And like it's hard for me to like I'm all for willing to build that trust, but I gotta also understand like how this person is as a person and everything else, because if I see a whole bunch of red flags, I'm not even a second chance guy. I just cut you out. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta also be willing to give them second chances, or fill them out a little bit more, just because they may have some type of benefit that could also benefit me, compared to just saying no the second I don't see something that I don't like, and try to go find something else. So I'm trying to do better at opening up my doors, even though the walls are still there, but trying to be more open of letting new in. At the same time, if you letting new in, like you were saying, I like to keep my circle small. Sometimes you gotta eliminate, or you gotta leave some of the old out, and that could also be a challenging part, because if somebody's not really doing some type of a benefit, not necessarily to your life, but if they still coming with, this is your day one or whatever, but they still coming with the same drama that they was coming at you 10 years ago, or you still doing the same workout, but it ain't no results. You got to make some type of change. You know what I'm saying? And some of them changes is going to require you to get out of that comfort zone, like you were saying. And a lot of people don't like doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's at the same time, you got to be real with yourself and look at yourself and say, hey, I really need to get this clown out of my castle, because
right,
it was cool 10 years ago, but now it ain't cool no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want your take, Jeff, because I want to come back. I got a question for you, AB. You said something but I want to hear Jeff's take first.
First, I got to lead with, I'm the opposite of AB. I'm more inviting. My circle has always been, to me, probably bigger than it should have been. So being decisive on saying, okay, yeah, I can see the positive in everybody, but their positive to me is a negative. It's subtracting from my life opposed to adding to my life, and I'm trying to figure out how to close that door more than just leaving it open and letting people just come back in. So that's what I'm working on. But what was the original question?
That's actually perfect. The original question was more so like, what the idea of your experiences and keeping your creating a community, for yourself. And so, like you just mentioned, you keep your community has been more so big, where his has been small. I, like AB, have always had a small community, and what I've learned is that where we do ourselves a disservice, we don't put people in the right category. It's cool to be open. Like you said, it's cool to be open, but you just got to know where to place folks.
Right.
And we tend to have, for guys, it tends to only be two types of placements. The folks that you kick it with, the folks that you politic with, the shit that you build goals with, you run your shit by, those are your friends. Yeah. Then you got your associate, but it's even more than that. Then you got your folks. It's a one directional thing. They hit you up when they need something. That if you was ever hit them up, it would never be anything in return. Like it's always I'm busy or whatever, but they quick to hit you up. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta learn how to categorize the folks better.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that squares out of your circle, because I think AB was saying something about that, and I think we should do this. This is King Chill. This is King AB. I'm King J or Jeff, whatever.
I don't like that.
Why not?
For myself, you could be King Jeff.
Why
that's fine.
Why not?
Because I'm a very humble individual.
This is the King's Experience.
It is.
So you're calling yourself a king indirectly.
But I'm still a humble individual. Like, for me to acknowledge myself as King Chill, that's some pretty arrogant shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Don't get me wrong. I know I could be an arrogant cat. You know what I mean? I'm healing. You know what I'm saying?
That's life. We're supposed to.
Like Chill was saying, to keep your castle tame, you definitely gotta get the squares out. And if you want to have a tight ship, you got to have a tight group around you,
So what's been your experience with that? We all have folks that we done came up with from elementary school, middle school, whatever. Like, how difficult, it's always easier said than done. And y'all experience, have y'all had to weed out the folks that have been around for a long time because of patterns or shit that they've seen, and if so, how did that play out for you guys? Externally and internally.
I would say I wouldn't. Me personally, I didn't weed anybody out. I felt they weed themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
I kept it moving. If you still want to be, I'm going to keep it always 100 with you. And if you're, part of my circle, or if you, around me, you're going to definitely know what I got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once I'm in that training mode or whatever, you can hang on tight, but if your grip starts to slip and you start to fall, I might reach out for you, but as it gets distance more,
the wagon's still moving.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's no hard feelings or nothing like that. It's just I got to keep it going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, then that's when I feel they may have weed themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Or not necessarily weed themselves out. Some people just grow apart. Some people got lives. I'm somebody who, yes, I do have a family, but my family is involved with a stepchild. At the same time, he's somewhat grown now, where some people got little kids. I don't have none of that, so I may weed myself out because you're doing a family thing, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have a new business adventure going on, or you might be battling with your relationship or whatever, so I may weed myself out of the picture of trying to get you to go to the latest concert because you got to take care of your household, or vice versa. At the same time, that's cool, but I'm still gonna have to be on go mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me. And then there's always never no hard feelings or anything like that if we start to distance ourselves more. At the same time, I'm still trying to welcome new people in. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to learn from other individuals, and some of those other individuals that I may build a relationship with, we may still hold that tight bond now, while and I may build a relationship for several years, maybe put on the back burner or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And that's really important. I think Kobe said it, where like when he's in training, when he's in go mode, like the relationships they're still there. You know what I'm saying? If we was cool, the people who understand, it don't affect them at all.
Yeah, it don't affect them at all.
You know what I'm saying? The people who understand where you're going and what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying, that you're moving in this direction. I cannot talk to my partner. I've known him for over 30 years. I cannot talk to him for a year, and when we get back up though, it's like it's right back on where we left off at, because you know what I'm saying, everybody got their own life that they got to live.
For me, I think you guys are right in everything. I guess I'll talk about my experience. Have I had to change up the circle? I think was the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have I recently, or or a few months ago, had to try to figure out some stuff, like reuniting with old friends that you don't know if that really was a friend or not, and like you said, really finding that role, or what role do you fit in? Because like you said, if this was 20 years ago and you're still doing the same things, I can't fool with you at this point. For me, my own boundaries, I ain't fucking with you like that. Like, yeah, you can come out, we can chill, whatever. But after a certain point, if you're not moving like the way like you said, the way I'm moving, then you can go and move to the left, and I'm gonna go and go right, and hey, ain't no love lost. But I just don't have the time anymore to hold on to the relationships, or even put myself feeling like I'm awkward or weird or something. I'm not putting myself in that. I'm cool. Like, yeah, he was cool when we was young, but I don't see the point now. Yeah. Especially, like you said, like I can't. I'm gonna say this: if you don't know how to manage your life the same way I'm managing mine, then we don't need to be friends. We just don't.
That's rough. That's rough.
What you say?
How is it managed?
So I'm saying in this regard, I'll use this example. If all three of us are going on a trip, my expectation from this would be, as you know, our age group is we planning the times, we know what money it's going to cost, we know where we're staying, you know, the flights are arranged, whatever. We figure those things out.
The basics.
We figured out the basics.
Okay.
We shouldn't be, you know, talking the day before like, hey, damn, you got there? What time? Dang, how much that cost? We shouldn't be doing any of this pump faking. You know.
Okay.
I don't feel like that's the way that I'm moving. If it's not planned in advance and we haven't talked about this and it's just, you know, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm not in the wing it no more. I'm not the winging it guy no more. No, let's plan it. We got it. We figured it out. Okay, now I know what we're doing. Cool.
I feel you.
That's what I mean.
I can understand that. You know,
That's what I mean.
I can understand, especially the basics. You know what I mean?
I'm saying.
You got to at least cover it.
The having a hotel, having your
Yes.
flight information,
You better have
like the dates, all of that. That's super. I would agree with you. That's super basic.
Where we're at right now, you know what I'm saying? You should at least somewhat handle the basics.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the same time, that's just like you were saying, you know, my expectations, I guess my thing with people, I don't have expectations on people anymore.
Me either.
I expect
Okay.
you to, I guess.
Be you.
Exactly. That's what I expect. I expect to be you. And what I'm going to do with myself, I expect to take in everything that you dishing out. I can't put in this Hallmark expectation in my head of what I think this person or, you know, this situation may be. I got to take it. I got to take the reality of it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're talking on a sense like that, if you somewhere can't cover the basics, that's cool. AB still gonna keep going though. You know what I'm saying? That's when that grow apart starts to go because, and it can look wrong because I'm the type, hey, well I took care of mine.
Right. Yeah. Like, hey, exactly. And that's
You know what I'm saying? He took care of his. So now I'm looking at you like, if you gonna take care of yours, nah, all right. If not, you need help, nah, all right, cool. Well, I'm still rolling.
If you're there, you there. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that just, if it's a group of people, that's supposed to be going, and everybody got their shit together, and they're, you know, and one person's like, oh man, I'm trying to figure it out. It's like, all right, well, you need, like AB said, you need help? No, I'm good. All right.
So,
Or at least come at me ahead of time or whatever. Maybe pull me off to the side and be like, hey man, I got this going on, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you coming in pump faking when you didn't give me no heads up or nothing.
I ain't got no sympathy for you, man.
Yeah.
the scenario probably wasn't the best scenario. I'll put it plainly, and I want to get both of your perspectives on this real quick. Plainly, a person from your high school past hits you up, say they're coming to town. Now, okay, cool. When are you coming in town? They tell you, okay, finally, this is when I'm coming in town. Okay, cool. All right. They don't tell you when they leave. You know, over, the next few days when they get here, they tell you, hey, I'm leaving on this date at this time. But you don't know. You think they're going to leave on whatever day. Let's say they're coming on a Monday.
Okay.
All right. Scenario is, hey, where you staying? I'm going to figure that out when I get here. That's, to me, a red flag. What do you mean you figure it out when you get here? This is the scenario. All right, they say that. They get here and they're like, okay, you pick me up here. Like, where you staying? I think I just found a place. Okay. I'm going to need to know if I'm picking you up, where we going? All right. Find out, you pull to it, you pick them up, they take you to the spot, they give you the directions, you get there, you're like, this looks like the projects, homie. What are we doing? I mean, this is their reality. It's okay because it's their reality. But nonetheless, they stay in a place that I don't know if I would be staying in.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm just like, damn, okay. But it's cheap. Okay, cool. All right, well, now the question is, so You came in town. What do you want to do? I don't know. You have no plan. You don't. No, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, shit. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's map out each day. We're gonna do this. This is what I'm thinking. Boom, 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 boom. I kind of want to do one of those, and I kind of want to go. Let's see what's close to here. Let's go to Vegas. Okay. All right, you want to go to Vegas? Cool. Where you want to stay in Vegas?
So it's a repeat.
It's a repeat.
So for me, before we even got here, my question would have been, why? Why are you coming here?
Yeah. What's the?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you coming here to kick it with me?
Right.
You coming just because? Like, why are you coming here?
So what was told in the beginning would have been, I'm coming to hang out with my bro.
Okay.
Now what's told on the back end is, I want to see Vegas. Then you should just go to Vegas. Like,
or you should say, hey,
we could link up.
I want to go to Vegas. Hey, I'm coming out west. I want to go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go?
Mm-hmm. But what's your whole perspective on this situation? Was this something that some person that y'all would have been like you just said, oh yeah, you need help? I got you. What's your everything you just said about our group situation?
I'll let AB go first.
Yeah, I'm trying to definitely trying to figure out what the game plan is. At least that's gonna be my whole take. But like you said, if I keep seeing a whole bunch of repeat or a whole bunch of recycled movements, I'm gonna not put as much effort as you. But if I'm keep throwing out, you know, things that we can do, or trying to get you out of the shell, or trying to make this visit memorable or whatever, and it's still just nah, or
I ain't got the money for that.
Hey man, maybe you should go to Vegas, or maybe you should plan another time to hit Vegas. Ain't going nowhere.
Sure ain't.
Maybe I'll go visit you next time or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So just for my clarity, it was said up front that they was coming to kick it with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the back end, it was, oh hey, Vegas is close.
Okay.
We can go to Vegas.
So in that sense, I would have just been like,
I said, no, I planned for Vegas. Vegas isn't just for me, if I'm going with the guys, if I'm going with my chick, okay, we can just go to Vegas.
Right. I'm just speaking off of the front end. I'm going to the front end first.
Gotcha.
So for the front end, I just been like, all right, cool. When you coming in this day? When I said when you leave, I'm leaving this day. Some stuff should just be volunteered, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some stuff should just be volunteered. Hey, I'm coming into town on this date.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have to ask you shit other than where are you staying. And if you said I don't know, I'm gonna figure that out when I get there, I will always ask my partners like, hey man, you need a spot to stay at? I got a bed.
Mm-hmm.
They say no, I'm staying at this spot. All right, cool. I'll see you there on this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, scenarios. So I'll say this.
We gotta have a plan to do
We'll cap it here. You're right. Everything we just said here is how I've felt. I agree with all this. Now, the backstory, quickly, is this is how they moved when you were kids. Now they're moving the same way. So, as you said, you should be trusting they still move the same way. Or do you think, oh, they've grown up? It's been years. Like, you gotta have grown up by now. Like,
You would think, man.
You would think, but age don't necessarily mean that you grown.
Yeah, age don't mean
Facts.
nothing, man.
You know,
Facts.
and he really showed you. They really showed you. I guess as he or she, they really showed you that they're in the same spot. They ain't closed that gap. You know, we talked.
We can say he.
Okay, he. Excuse me. We talked before about the closing of the gap. You know what I'm saying? Where you grow and the other people have to grow with you to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of folks don't grow. Like the fact of where he stayed at, I would be like, "You staying here?"
That's what I
And
said.
he'd be like, "Yeah." Like,
Literally
okay.
said that.
And I would just be like, "All right."
All right.
Cause I ain't staying there, nigga.
Sure ain't.
I'm at the crib. I offered you a bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You could have saved your cheese, but hey, I'm at the stage where I'm not pressing nobody for shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to offer the information, unless it's something that's like that I need because that's to do with my kids or the way that or shit that I have to do, unless it affects me directly, you do what the fuck you want to do. All right, that's your decision. You take your lumps.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's growth is gonna be on a significantly different scale than everybody else's. You know.
Oh yeah.
Some people ain't on a growth scale at all. They just, hey man, I ain't getting on that scale, man.
Yeah,
Growth, what?
That too, man.
Yeah, what does
You
that
ain't
mean?
trying
Forget
to
all
do
that.
What does
That's
that
real.
mean?
And that's you know, that's to me that's what the main, not the main, but you know, that's part of the whole Kings experience. You know, you're gonna come across a lot of lumps. You know what I'm saying? They're coming from different angles, different colors, shapes, and sizes.
Bruh.
And you don't know. Look, you do know where they're coming from. It's, do you have the strength, the mental willpower, and the consistency of blocking it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or making sure it doesn't come back again. Just because you conquered one situation doesn't mean it's, you know,
I mean,
like football, like one-on-ones. Just
Yeah.
because I got past this DB one time doesn't mean it's, bro, you got to do it again and again.
You got to make it a pattern. You got to make it a habit.
And
It's
again.
got to be a
You know what I'm
pattern.
saying?
Right,
And he's
you know?
coming with different angles and he's coming with a different move. So
I've realized that life is just a bunch of patterns, man. Life is our seasonal patterns,
Okay.
and that season can last for a week, a month, years. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a pattern. Every decision that you make is either going to is going to impact that pattern a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you decide that if you don't work out and you decide to go to the gym, you're still gonna do the same shit, the same other shit that you did, but now you just added gym into the equation. Because you're still going to work, you still gotta entertain the wife or the husband or the kids or whatever it may be. You still got the bills. Your shit don't change. The pattern don't change completely. You just add a wrinkle into it, and then that wrinkle just repeats daily until you add a new wrinkle into it. You know what I'm saying? Then your pattern looks a little bit different 3 years from now because you done implemented so much stuff. But you got to be open. You got to be open to that implementation.
you got to be willing to accept what comes with it. Because just like you're saying, I use this a lot, you know, with my clients. Working out is involved in your new regimen, your new pattern. All right, I'm gonna work out. You gotta also understand that comes with having a change of workout clothes, having a water bottle.
And these things don't happen.
It's just little stuff. Actually going to the gym. Let's start actually going to the fucking gym. Actually purchasing that healthy item or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you may add it in your plan, but are you willing to accept what comes with it? You know what I'm saying? That's that part.
Yeah.
And and I guess the experience, this is when it really comes in. All right, you went, you know, a week straight of doing whatever it is. You went 2 weeks straight. Now you about 2 weeks and a half in, but you got that bird on your shoulder telling you not to do it. That's that part.
Yeah.
Because I'd be damned if I started this whole pattern
Just to fall
and then
back.
I'm about to just fall off. Nah.
So you gotta get up off the wagon.
Nah.
It
I
takes
ain't
a lot
going
of
out like
discipline,
that.
man. It takes a lot of discipline.
It does.
It takes a lot.
And I ain't just talking about working out, not just the aspect of the gym, but it takes discipline to do anything different, man. If you want something better, you got to do something. You got to do something different, something better. You know what I'm saying? I've learned over the last year, I've learned that you make life is what you make of it. Life is legitimately what you make of it.
Yeah.
From if you want it to be a good day, and you will it to be a good day, it'll be a good day. But if you let stuff, outside influences, whatever article you read, whatever text message that came through, whatever email that may have popped up, whatever social media post that you saw that
your
was,
idol didn't
you know what I'm saying?
do to your proving.
You know, whatever it may be, your mindset allows you to either have a great day or have a fucked up day. And the key to the change is to have more good days than bad days.
Agreed.
Hell yeah.
And that comes along with two things: mindset Your mindset. Like you said, if you speak things out to the world, most likely you're gonna get that. And people gotta understand these words got power, and what you put out there, you will receive. And it ain't always on you.
I agree with that.
What?
Because I hear that a lot. But I tell people only if it's genuine. If you asking the universe for this, but if it's not genuine, then
Oh yeah, you you're not going to accept it because you didn't really want it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, but it's only going to be a temporary thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If it ever comes to you, if you ask for something that you don't really want, you get what you ask for, but you won't be able to keep it. You can have 6 figures in your bank account. Are you willing and are you able to keep 6 figures in your bank account? Or are you gonna blow that shit? Because everybody. So that's one thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I kind of lost the rest of what I was gonna say. So keep going.
That's one thing that everybody asks for. Everybody wants 6 figures. Everybody wants money, and I'm telling you, it ain't about the money that you make. It's about the money that you keep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know how to keep that shit.
Making it, that's shit.
So
you can make money.
Like I was okay. This is what I was on. So the mindset. It's about, like I said, it starts with your mindset. If your mindset is that I'm gonna make 6 figures, and I'm still blowing money fast, and that's the way my mindset is. You haven't changed your mindset, and that goes out with working out stuff too. If your mindset going into it is I want to work out, but there's no direction in I want to work out because I want to focus on this. I want to eat healthier. I'm going to start eating healthier. I'm going to buy the water and drink the water and do the things and steps I need to take to make sure I'm aligned with the way my mindset is working. Not just I'm telling the universe I want to work out, and then you say it, I want to work out, and then 2 weeks later I want to work out, and then a month later I'm going to work out, and you start going through that, but you never have done that. It's about, to me, your mindset. Where really is the backing for all this stuff that you want? At the end of the day, there's some things that we put out here, and I'm not saying that we're looking for it to come back to us like, oh, I want to have a good day, or I'm gonna make today a good day. That's easy. That's simple. You can control that day. Something may happen in the day. Your mindset needs to be focused on switching those negatives back into positives.
Oh yeah.
Or saying, okay, today was bad, but you know what? I'm waking up tomorrow, and we're gonna make tomorrow's gonna be a better one. You know, I'm not gonna keep looking in the rearview mirror, living through the rearview mirror of, damn, well, this happened and all this stuff. I gotta live through all this stuff, and I'm carrying around this baggage. I'm going in the mindset of, we're gonna live positive. We're gonna do the right thing. You know, this is for me. I'm gonna do it. Now, when I put this out in the universe, I'm expecting to get something bad will happen to me. That's my life. Everyone's life. Something bad will happen. We don't know what scale it's going to happen on. So do you say, yes, I want positive? If you think positive, you act positive, your mindset's positive, more days are going to be, to me, good than bad. But there's some things we ask for too. Sometimes we've been hurt. Some people are hurt, and they may want to hurt other people. We don't have to take care of that. That's what I was going into. We don't have to take care of it. It's gonna come back around.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to worry about it. That those people will get their comings.
Yeah.
It will come.
Yeah.
Don't focus on that. We're gonna focus on, like y'all told me,
just growth.
Focus on my own growth.
Yeah.
Because as I grow and evolve, I might look back and be like, damn, I told him.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. You know, you're absolutely right. God, karma,
That
has a way heavier punch,
man,
than I do.
Man,
way heavier. I think the problem is that for us, a lot of times is that we're impatient. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The universe is set up on checks and balances, and if somebody does wrong to a good person, then wrong is going to come back to them.
Yes.
And that wrong is going to be equal to or greater than the wrong that was given. You know, and we do get impatient. So we started. I don't want to go. I don't want to dive into relationships specifically, but that's why motherfuckers started doing shit like, oh well, I don't have the answers yet, so I'm gonna go through a person's phone, or I'm gonna check out whatever's going on here, or I'm gonna you know what I'm saying, shit like that. The shit that tries to accelerate the karma or the deed to come to light.
What tells me something though about that is this. When we start, we have to learn how to do this too, in this walk, the mindset of you feeling something. It's like that Beanie Siegel. I can feel it in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You know when your hairs start to turn up. You're like, this don't feel something. We gotta go with that. We gotta start going with that. We gotta start being like, you know what? It's off. I don't even gotta fuck the phone shit. I already know something's off. I'm cool. I'm cool. Something's off.
I agree.
Off. I don't know why you off, but you off. And I'm gonna go ahead and
sometimes
turn you on.
you got that inner thing. I wonder what it is though.
Yeah, spidey sense.
The intuition. Energy don't lie, man. The energy don't lie. And we hold on to situations because we, as humans, we want clarity. You know what I'm saying? We want clarity, and we want some form of closure. Like, okay, this is what it was, or this is what it is. And so, because I know this is what it was, or this is what it is, it allows me to move in this direction or this way without feeling remorse, or without feeling bad, or without having to look back like, was I really tripping? And in reality, like we have to learn how to, like you said, just be okay with knowing that the energy shifted. Hey, you know what? Shit was great last year. We had a great time. You know what I'm saying? We spent a lot of time together. I feel like the energy is off right now. And you know what? That's okay. It ain't our season. I don't love you no less. You know what I'm saying? But this is as far as we go right now.
Isn't that also kind of what you were saying? Is you're talking about putting people in the right box. Maybe that person's in the wrong box the whole time. And now we figured out which box you go in. Oh, shit, you supposed to be over here. Let me move you over here to the side, homie.
Yeah.
You in the wrong position.
Yeah. So sometimes
you might got to put yourself in that box.
Right.
Because you also got to understand, man, some people just not going to change, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people are still just going to be them. You know what I'm saying? So instead of, I guess this is another piece I'm trying to work with myself. Instead of, I'm tired of adjusting to people's ways, bro. I'm tired of that. It's too many of y'all. Instead of me adjusting to your ways, I'm going to respect your ways. That's all I can do. Go in with no feelings, and I'm going to adjust myself based off
But how you move.
How you move.
Yo, AB just told y'all something.
You know what I'm saying?
He's setting healthy boundaries for himself.
Hey, that's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to keep my world at peace, bro. We said it in the beginning. You know, this is the Kings Experience. What do I need to do to keep myself at peace? And it does take some process of elimination.
Sure
at the same time, it takes process of accepting as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's so difficult. That's a very difficult mindset to achieve. Because as people, for some people, we do want to make other people happy. We do want for other people to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So we'll bend to be able to close that gap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We bend to close that gap to make them comfortable, as opposed to having them level up to where we at.
See, that's the thing too. Yeah.
That takes growth.
Takes growth, bro.
And and experience in knowing that, damn, I have really been at war with myself mentally. Like mentally, I've been fucking myself over.
Man. Because a lot of times we wreck ourselves. So our biggest critic, like I said, is going to be you. Because you know everything you've done. You know when you go in that bathroom and look in that mirror, like, damn, bro, like you can see all your flaws before anyone else sees all your flaws. You know what I mean? But we have to also be happy enough within ourselves to be able to say, you know what, yeah, I got these flaws, but I'm working on them. Or I'm going to do something to change this, so I ain't doing that again. Like you said, fuck that. Like, nah, my boundary's my boundary. Listen, yeah, I get it. Yeah, you cool, whatever, but you go over there. And I'm gonna be over here in this other direction. What I think everybody should take is a disc test. I took one. It kind of told me who I was, and it helped me understand a little bit more about who I am and how I interact sometimes. I think you can learn from digging within yourself. Like there's always something that happened in someone's life in the King's Walk where it made you turn around, or it made you switch up this, or some kind of change had to happen to me to evolve. So some kind of growth has to go through adversity. You gotta, step on the coals or whatever. And once you get out of that, you can look back, well, I did that. All right, we good. Let's keep going. There has to be something. And that's what I'm saying, that for me, digging in and really digging deep into wondering why I act in one way in one situation and someone else may act differently. The spectrum is different. We're all kings, but we all still we rule differently.
Yeah. Every hero and every villain have the same origin story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They always have the same origin story. It's all in some of pain, of some form of trauma, and how you deal with it is, you got the folks that you got the Batmans and the Supermans of the world, and they chose to go down the path of, all right, I felt this way before. I don't want other people to feel this way. You know what I'm saying? I want to protect people from this. Then you got the folks and they're like, fuck the world. I'm going to burn the fucking world. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because my world burned. They burned my world. Right. I'm going to burn theirs. The path that you take is going to determine your ultimate destination, of who you are. And that's really how you come to I think that's how you come to the answer of who you are. Like, what does your trauma, what does your past, what does your hurt, how has that impacted you in how you move now? Are you the hero or are you the villain?
Are you?
Hurt people.
They can. We got to stop saying that. Hurt people can hurt people.
Hurt people tend to have a tendency to hurt other people. Not intentionally, but it's just because it's all they know.
So that's probably better said, is that's what they know.
Yeah.
They don't know they hurt. I think sometimes, like you said, my boundaries, because I set my boundaries don't mean I'm hurting you. But some people are going to look at it as, you hurting me. Why would you do that to me? No. I set my boundary.
I just feel, in today's age, a lot of people ain't got that mental toughness, and we use words like hurt and love and as excuses now, bro. They don't even hold like genuine value because we just use it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's true.
Kind of going off topic, but one thing that just drives me insane, people don't even use the word excuse me no more. They use sorry.
It burns me.
They could be in your way. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I say excuse me still.
Hey, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was in your way.
Yeah.
But to me, you saying sorry, it's like you're imposing. Like I had a certain feeling because you was in my way.
I didn't have a feeling. It's like, move, motherfucker. Because especially if I say excuse me, he's like, move.
He's a road rager.
No, excuse me.
Watch out. No, I'm just kidding.
You said I'm a Grinch.
I'm saying he's a road rager. I said, watch out. But
he's
no.
a road rage, ladies and gentlemen.
But no. Just the fuck out of the way, man. Modified, yeah. Okay, Ludacris and
I'll say excuse me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when I walk past people, if people are in the way, I say excuse me. I say it loud. I was like, excuse me.
Yeah.
And people will not do that for whatever reason.
Sure won't.
No.
And
but I feel that we are caught up with a term like that of us getting caught in our feelings quicker. Like another example is, you said we're impatient. Yeah. I blame society for that. Man, why you blame society for impatient? But nigga, we got drive-thrus. We want our phones fucking faster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's technology though.
We
Technology.
want, you know, technology, the way of living, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, patience.
What is that?
That's what we say now.
Right.
Not then.
Yeah.
Right.
And how dare you tell me to be patient?
Yeah, you better wait for this.
Or what did I hear? Man, you know these YouTube kids are making millions of dollars.
Good for them, man. Good for y'all, man. Do your thing. Help me. No, help
I'm not
us make
knocking
it.
that,
We want to
but
make it too. Help us. Teach
Whatever
us.
happened to patience? Whatever happened to, like, dang, baby, I really love you. You know what I'm saying?
Slowly. You're saying get to know you and not just
Motherfucker,
jump
try
into
something. Try this. Try saying I'm in love with you. Try that. I'm in love. Try that. I'm in love. Instead of just, oh, I love you. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm genuinely sorry for being in your way at the grocery store.
you know, you man, you're actually the second person that that have talked about recently in regards to slowing down and smelling the roses.
Yeah, man.
Somebody asked the other day. They said, "Man, what is up with older folks and flowers and getting flowers?" And one thing I noticed is that, like, when you get older, you do appreciate the smaller thing, the small things more. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a flower, it should only last for about a week, right? So you got to appreciate it for a week. You know what I mean? And as we get older, you do start appreciating life, because you realize you got, you know, partners that have passed. So you do got to sit back, and you do have to be a little bit, I won't say you have to be a little bit more patient, but you have to be a bit more understanding on, like, I'm just going to enjoy the fucking journey.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy the ride, and I ain't going to stress. I ain't in a rush. Now, when I leave this fucking house, I'm going to get to where I want to get to, because I want to enjoy my time when I get there.
fast.
But
If you ain't first,
I mean,
you
that's
last.
in general. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
But,
sorry. I'm talking shit. Go ahead.
but in life, like, I do want to experience those little have more experience in those little moments more.
So what I did, like you said, I went to Hawaii before, and I didn't realize what I did until now. You know, you get somewhere new, and nowadays the phone's out quickly. Boom, 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 boom. We're taking all these pictures. I was on the beach, and I see all that, and I was like, you know what? I just sat down on the beach and just looked out at the water, and just looked at the sky, and, you know, grabbed the sand, and it was just like, it just took like 5 minutes. Like, you alright? You alright? I'm like, I'm just trying to take it all in here, and be in the center of this, and be like, okay, you did it. You were here. You know, opposed to like, yeah, I got a picture. Okay, that's cool. I can look at the picture whenever. But having that and sitting in that, I lived that experience. You say, I'm not big on the flowers thing. I'm cool on that. That's just me though. Each person's gonna have their own thing, their small thing.
Hey man, flowers, you know, basking in the ambiance, listen to the birds chirp, hey man, whatever.
Teach his own.
You know,
Life is short. And that's all I gotta say.
life is not short.
Life is fast.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Correction. Let me clarify my response. Life is what you make of it. You can determine the life you want to live. You put your mind to it.
Life is like a woman, man. I'm just trying to make her come, bro.
I like that. I'm gonna drink to that.
And on that note, you know, I think that might be the climax of it all right there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, man.
Explosion.
Yeah, man. Make it the best. Make it the best. You know, squirting if possible.
Make it last.
Make it last forever. Shout out to Keith Sweat.
Right.
But hit that subscribe button. We told you that before. Now hit that like button.
What else?
So I'm sure y'all enjoyed it.
Hit them both.
What if you comment? If you want to make a comment.
If you feel like making a comment, you're more than welcome to do so, and it may go answered, it may not.